Well, hello there. This is Vitualis. This is my new channel, my new Twitch. I'm going to be playing today the PSP version of Trails in the Sky. Probably the best JRPG, I think. Look, let's just go straight into it. I think the PSP version is probably the best, and there's going to be a remaster later this year. Now let's get going. There we go. So I'm going to play this emulated on PPSSPP. I'm running it on an Odin 2. Allows me to up-res it 4 times, basically to 1080p. All right, let's go. Yeah, so, really excited about this today. Well, let's get rid of that that counter. So I have played this before. Let's just get rid of that counter. Oh, I have to try to remember where the counter is actually. Beautiful music on this game. Here we go, show FPS counter. Let's turn it off. Back. Continue. Alright, let's start. Start a new game. Estelle. And Shira's gone travelling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Man's voice. Hey, I'm home. Daddy. Sorry I've kept you waiting, Estelle. Cassius. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? Nope, I'm fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present. Kind of present. Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. You're supposed to like clothes and jewelry. Very practical. Is that big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Why don't you come have a look? It's a boy. Okay. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? Pretty sketchy. Why is my present a boy? Very good question. Make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. So, when Cassius says, maybe he brought her up wrong. I think he did. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Okay. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in a stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so wouldn't you mind heating a kettle of water on the stove? I would appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. He almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've seen black hair like that too. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. Now that's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? Very good question. Why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mummy? Yeah, so very anime type trope. Makes you wonder a little bit about Japanese culture. Where have you been picking up these kind of words? No doubt from Shezerard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me in some trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the colour of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just going to make you take longer for your body to heal. And who just are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it... Wait a minute. Don't try to change the Ow! Quit yelling. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind, just forget it. Word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name, you know, that thing that people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like a logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. The name is... Yeah, one of the great things is how well they develop characterization in the dialogue. Now, there are a lot of sort of videos out there on YouTube about asking where is the best place to start with the Trail series, and the reality is the best place to start is from the beginning, Trails in the Sky. I think the PSP version is probably the best version. It comes on PC as well. There's something about the handheld version, I think. Ah, what an introduction. It's so bright in here. And, you know, fantastic how they just do the time skip, because obviously Estelle is grown up now. No, the sprite work, PSP era JRPGs are some of my favourite. Wonder if it means Josh is still in bed. I guess that's a no. And of course we've established his name as well, Joshua. Nice, Joshua. It is quite a good it's quite a good musical motif. Good morning, Estelle. Hope I didn't wake you. And the music in this game is actually absolutely fantastic. I was already up when I heard you start to play. Can't believe how awake you are though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Never mind. What with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean by woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. That would make you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Anyway, I can't quite put my finger on it, but something seems to be missing from the melody you were playing. Overall though, it's a great song, cheerful yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favourite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. Oh, actually forgot that. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. It's just a matter of concentration. I guess my problem is just if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Some exercise too. All your hobbies are sitting around, kind of like reading and music. No girl's going to be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. What kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? Yeah, so this is how they just make use of the dialogue to just establish, without necessarily having to say everything, what's happened. So, obviously, grown up now in a household, become the adoptive son. It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? And people say kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and wait. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that I won't be long before I pass you too. Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training. Don't you remember Shira saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or the other. Papa is sad. Ha, you're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatevers. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shira's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there something in particular you like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I like to eat, huh? How about Rouen-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little bit more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle for our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelette. But try to make something edible. How rude. Pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Receive 500 Mira. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later. Work hard and give Shizarazad my regards. Shizarazad. Never tried pronouncing that name really before. Now, as per JRPGs, I'm just going to make sure there's nothing in the house to pick up. It's the Dad's room, I assume. Yeah, I don't actually remember when I played before whether there's anything. Ah, this is outside. Ah, there we go. We can rotate the world. Upstairs, that should be where our rooms are, if we remember from before. Ah, rest. Don't need to rest, I guess. It's not a chest you can open. Can't read anything. Is this the balcony from before? Yeah, balcony from before. Alright, nothing we can pick up in the house. Oh well, let's just progress the story then. just around the house. So this game does tend to handhold you quite a lot at the beginning, and so let's rotate. So pretty much it's like a long tutorial, but what it does is it forces you to engage with all parts of the world, all the NPCs, because the story in the world really does then set up the rest of the games, and it's really interesting because in the second game, which follows directly from this one, it just goes straight in. Sign north, Rolent. So that's where we need to go. And you can again sets it up so that's the close. That's the close. It must be the town we have to go to. You can see the south gate's much further away. The north, I guess, is this way. City of Rolent. Looks like we made good time. Not too early, not too late either. Just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'll have to study so hard to become braces. Well, you're in luck. Today is the last day of our training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a brace in the first place, so I don't know why you expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shira. You look ready to me. Let's go meet Shira at the Bracer Guild over there then. Now let's just try to remember. Yep. Files. Let's save. Oh, final chapter. So let's save to a new data. There we go. And I'm just going to also do a quick save as well. Now, one of the things that is useful with the emulator is you can do save states. So I'm pretty sure, I was trying to remember, is there load up? Oh, there we go, that's the map. So, various shops, Bracer Guild in red, Orbital Factory, yep. Now we did have to go to the general store. So let's go to general store first. Yeah, there we go. General goods store. Good morning, Mr. Rinon. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Ah, the shoe fetish. You know, like the new Striegers? Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. Ha 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 ha, of course. Yeah, it's just, it's really good at building sort of characterization, as I said. Around noon, okay. Okay. So, looks like everything... Oh, shop. Yep. So you can cook stuff. Okay. Let's just go back. I'll have to get back here later. And if you remember, red is the Bracer Guild. Let's just talk to an NPC. One of the interesting things is the NPCs all have backstories, and their dialogue options, well, the dialogue changes as the game progresses. It's really quite cool. Actually, let's just move forward with the story, because I have played this before. I know that nothing happens until you go into the Bracer Guild. There we go. There you are. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Aina. Good morning. Is Shira here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognised as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Yep, nothing to find yet here. Yeah, it sort of guides you. There's no secrets here yet. Sherazad. I keep forgetting how to actually pronounce the full name. The Star and the Hanged Man, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shira! Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. Give you credit for your enthusiasm. But I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Wow, Joshua, Shira's picking on me. Ooh, that's a bit harsh. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an augment with some practice. Eventually, probably. Hold on a sec, Joshua. There's a bit of foreshadowing there, isn't it? Or something profound is going to happen. That augments. A little bit of an exposition dump. Basically, the augments are the devices that allow you to customize magic effectively. It actually took me quite a long time to get used to the first time I played. Bracers, investigative combat specialists. So the Bracer Guild, I was just thinking about it, like, you know, they're kind of like the police, but they're not under the jurisdiction of their respective governments. So it's kind of like a privatized police force, but at the same time also a paramilitary mercenary force. It's fascinating when you think about how a system of government, how a society could let that actually happen. In the Liberl Kingdom, western half of the Zemuria continent. And, you know, already you get the sense this is a small kingdom, relatively technologically advanced, but surrounded in a greater context. you know, with you know, war seems always present, you know, external threats, and also, you know, there's Bracer Guild. You know, again, you know, how would you get a society that has this sort of privatized police force? It's also a paramilitary force. Okay. Practical portion of your training. No desk study. Sure, Estelle's happy. Very important, so make sure not to lose them. Brace a notebook. Basically a journal. It's a game mechanic that keeps track of missions and things like that. Board. Yeah. So as I said, you know, it's interesting how they do the tutorial basically through almost a naturalistic story. Training retrieval. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Rolent and bringing back content of a chest. Okay. See Sherazade for details. Brace a notebook. Head across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital and learn about how to use its services. He's graciously taking time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behaviour. No problems, leave everything to me, Nolders. Yep, so the augments, sort of the device that the quartz goes into. The quartz are the things which give you your abilities. So I'm going to sort of flip through this fairly quickly because I think I understand it. Yeah, so the orbital arts are basically magic, effectively. Quartz. So quartz are basically, like if you play Final Fantasy VII, it's like materia. And Sepith is the, sort of raw fragments of septium, which is sort of the mineralized magic, I guess, but it's mined in this game world. And they're also effectively a unit. The things you find every time you defeat a creature, you can exchange it for money. So each type, synthesize a few quartz. Yep. And one of the things I didn't quite understand until later in the game is that, you know, having sometimes it's useful to have a range of ports, but you do need to specialize down one particular path to get the stronger spells. So I'm gonna have to talk to this guy. Look. Trade. What's? Oh, I don't have much of it, okay, 20. So we definitely need one. And again, I didn't recognize until towards later in this game, the first time I played, but like many games, speed is one of the most powerful aspects of this game, because you just get more turns, you just do more damage, it affects everything. So I need at least, need at least one for yep, Joshua. I can pretty much make one of each, can't I? Attack, HP, evade. Status. Graphs. Equip. Probably don't have any options at the moment. Augment. There we go. Alright, so for, oh, they've only got one open slot at the moment. But for Estelle, well, let's give her. Before we do that, let's have a look at their stats. Well, he has to be timed. That's nice and easy. Yeah. And with Estelle, she's kind of a heavy hitter. So attack makes sense, but with the blue or the water elemental, it allows tear, and that means that they can heal. So at this very early part in the game, having the ability to heal is kind of potentially useful. As it turns out, it's actually not that useful, because every time you level up, you actually regain all your health. But we'll just... Actually, yeah. Actually, given that... Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's just going to, yeah, let's make her a bigger attacker. While I'm here, let's just save, I guess. Yeah, let's do a quick save. All right, so that's done. Let's talk to Scheherazade. Oh, yep, I already just did that. Oh, do I have to? Oh, okay, so they're forcing me to do a recovery one. Yeah, because the with the fire one, you can attack, give a fire spell. But with this, you can do a heal. Okay. see, I jumped the gun a bit. Still. Yeah, and basically, you can see we've got that central opened one, and so there's 2 lines, and it's the sum of all the magic points effectively in both lines, in each of the lines that determines your spell. So for Estelle, there's a maximum of only 4 quartz that can actually add up to the strongest spells. So logically, we want to open up the longest line first. So open that up, and Joshua. Yeah, so he potentially has up to 5. That up, I guess. Oh, I don't have enough Sepith. Oh, that's sad. Interesting. Oh, that's not enough either. So here... sense, and I don't have enough Sepith left. So you can see line 1, line 2 on the right hand side there. You can see, and so line 1 will be that line with the 4 quartz, while Joshua's line 1, I assume, potentially can have up to 5 quartz, which means he potentially can do stronger spells, but he's also forced to have one that's time, which is actually good. The black spells, the time-based spells, are potentially quite strong. So let's move back out. Qualification test. Oh, so harsh. How about a little bit less yapping, a little bit more walking? Help me. Remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? Oh, so cruel. It's retrieving an item from the sewers. Oh, divine Adios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such a wonderful gifts as sewers. Well, she is very, very positive. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. So this is basically the monster fighting tutorial. Monster guide, and we also got some potions basically. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? Let's get pumped! And one of the... Aha, recovery point. Cool. Yeah, I was just going to say, one of the good things with the Legend of Heroes series, the Trail series, is that how they design their dungeons, even though they're often quite complex, there's a certain logic for the player. And generally all the side things, if you want to explore the full thing, you basically take every side branch. You're not going to end up missing on something if you do that. Monsters at 12 o'clock! And that's CP points, actually what? Combat points, that's right. When it reaches 100, you can potentially do like a super move. But there are certain moves called crafts, which I suspect I haven't learnt yet, that require CP points to use. And they're actually much, much stronger than regular attacks. And so the idea is actually to not use the super move, but keep up the CP points. Creature. There we go.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Get items from Sepith. A lot easier than unexpected. Let's keep this winning streak alive, Joshua. Hold up, Estelle. Let's write down the info for those monsters we just fought in our guide before we do anything else. Ah, yep, good call. Let's have a quick look at that. Read the Bracer notebook. Yes, and this is, I never quite worked out, I was actually supposed to really look through this, but this gives you all the combinations for all the spells, which is super useful. And as you can see, some of the strongest attacks require a large number of the same magic. Yeah, and this is how the combinations increase. Oh, I think the different types of ports and what additional attributes they give you. Oh yeah, and this is just information. And the monster guide, Dirty Rat. Yep, and tells you, yeah, magical efficiency and so forth. They actually improved this in some of the later games where pretty much you have a... Oh yeah, they do have that here. Yep, there we go. So you've got the Bracer notebook directly accessible like that. The monster guide, the map. Yep. And the recipe book, I don't have it yet. And trying to sneak up on enemies is actually quite beneficial. Here comes some more. Okay, so they're telling you to use magic for this one, eh? Soul Blur. You can see clock up, you know, increases speed. For longer battles, it becomes quite important tactically. Crisp onion. Ah, they're not letting us using our crafts. Yeah, that's what I sort of meant before. Morale. Useful once we have a bigger party. This makes everyone stronger, hits more damage. Particularly if you're going to do some sort of a super move of some sort. Dual strike. Yeah. But as you can see, you want to save up some of those moves potentially. Just attack.
We're not done yet.
So that's an S-craft, there's the super moves. Yes, one of the cool things is the S-crafts can be used at any point, breaking turn order. So potentially very useful at situations where it otherwise might look like it will be lost. Oh, they're allowing us to do it right away, that's cool. Oh, they're forcing us to do it, okay. Oh, it's not in the middle. Details? Okay. Might as well hit something.
Here I
Yeah, hit something that's not going to die soon anyway. If we do that, we will limit the damage because... Yeah, let's not waste a CP.
Piece of cake.
Cool. Yep, so battle turn bonuses. Let's just attack. I wonder if I can use his so that's only on single enemies. That's a shame. Yep, let's just drop one enemy because then they can't attack back. care of that guy. Yep. Yeah, so all magic is equally effective for these guys. Extra Sepith. And this is a bit of a heal. Attack.
That's that then.
Easy
Let's move out.
peasy. Small box, times 2. You're no fun at all. That's right. Joshua's all up-righteous. Estelle's kind of fun. Now that's what's down here. Nothing down here. Okay. So, yeah, nothing there. There was the... Let's just heal quickly. Rest. Get health and EP, so that's magic points back. Actually, might as well. Oops. One of the things with old school JRPGs is save frequently and regularly. Okay, save state as well. Good work. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Small boxes times 2. Yep, but they're the real deal, alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. Yes. Then with Joshua, I feel less that he was uprighteous and more that he predicted why that was there, predicting what the other person was thinking. And again, it's a great bit of writing the scenario. Passed the qualifications test. What's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and for you to find out after your training is finished. Let's get back to work. Seriously? Have to report the results. Let's get back to the guild. And again, this is all just, you know, as part of a hand-holding tutorial about how the rest of the game potentially works. Yay! And we got some Mira. A rank. Junior Bracer. Good work, you two. You seemed awfully curious to find out what's inside Estelle. Sweet! Junior Bracer emblem. This crest is... Does that mean that we're... Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright, beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will support as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome into the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild. I'm a bracer now, huh? Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world! We did it! Oh dear. Some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. Now, one of the things about this game is that the characters are all just so likable, and it's fantastic. And as you go on, you discover that the characters are incredibly deeply written, and that many characters have complexities in their characters. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Sherazade, otherwise known as the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who is always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. Oh, so harsh. Cool. Let's talk to Aina. And of course, before we progress the story, we want to see whether there's any... No, it doesn't include any more missions. Oh, hi there, Ridge. I'm humbled to know that you two are the youngest ever to pass the Bracer exam. And it's interesting because we're playing as the characters that this is actually something that's remarkable rather than ordinary. So they're actually pretty powerful people, or they have a lot of capacity, a lot of potential. Luke, hurry up and come on. Wait for me, Luke. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh great, it's Estelle. Hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp. What's with the, oh great, it's Estelle remark? Where are you headed? Nothing bad. Wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses into boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer, you wannabe. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in La Belle than the milk. Okay, that's from the Puzzle Farm. That's oddly specific. What? No way! You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real braces. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real braces! More like braces in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estelle. Now, high pony, on the other hand. Quit being a killjoy. Yeah, not being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat you call a friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting past by the likes of Estelle... What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people allowed. And that means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm going to train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'm going to be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. All right, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. Well, there's some foreshadowing there, isn't there? That boy Luke, he's always trying to pick a fight with me. Wonder if he's just plain hates me or something. Rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. Foreshadowing. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. Okay. All right. Now let's get that La Belle news from General Goods Store. Hi there, Estelle and Joshua. Yes, we did. Hyper Bracer Estelle. Don't brush me off like that, you two. The Bell News has an excellent reporter and camera woman who have done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. Again, all these little drops of hints of people you're going to meet. Have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. A free sample item I received with my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. A recipe book. Oh, it's a recipe book, isn't it? If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free, assuming you have all the ingredients anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you have lots of recipes in no time. Maple cookie recipe. Yeah. It's actually, I didn't get into this in the first time I played until quite a bit late, but potentially you get some really cool effects by eating food. So it's another way of spending your money, part of the collecting sort of spirit, I suppose. Sit-down meals and to-go meals. Yep, so you've got ingredients and things. Yep, because they used a maple cookie. Let's have a look at the recipe book. So he uses 1 milk, 1 flour, 1 sugar, heals HP. Yeah, so that's very, very simple, I guess. Heals 80 HP, which isn't very much. Yeah, maybe the sort of thing at the beginning of the game. Actually, let's just buy some ingredients here. Fresh milk's expensive. Let's do 2 for now. So at the beginning of the game, you don't have very much cash, so you're a little bit careful. Let's make 1. Yeah, and then because it's to go, basically you can use it as a pretty much you can use it as an item, a healing item. Yeah, so Tear Balm heals 200. Yeah, okay. And the cookie, was it 80? 80. Now, let's check out the Augment Factory. Braces. Why do you always have to ruin the moment, Joshua? I should be this happy because I earned it. You should at least let me bask in the glory for a minute. Man, you two, why do you have to go and spoil my day by saying things like that? Okay. So opening up slots is actually quite we don't have enough. Yeah. We need to fight more monsters. And let's go to the weapon store. Yes, that's right. That emblem on your chest means I shouldn't have expected anything less from Cassius's kids. But we're still bracers in training. I see, but well, I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later. Yes, I'm really sorry about that. Don't sweat it. I knew it would happen eventually when I hired you on. It's a shame though. There's hardly anyone out there with as good an eye for weapons as you. That's the path you've chosen, so get out there and show us what you're made of. Joshua, I'm sad to see you go, but I knew it's going to happen someday, so there's no use crying over it. So much stronger, but can't afford them really at the moment. And you know, you need the Sepith to buy quartz, you need it potentially to exchange for money. So there is at the beginning of the game, there is quite a bit of sort of working out what you're going to do. So there's much stronger armor, much stronger weapons compared to our level at the moment. And these are accessories, preventing some status effects. Right. Yeah, can't afford anything at the moment. Well, let's head back home. Oh, hey, Joshua, am I glad I found you two? Oh, hi, Aina. Is something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? He is. It says something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat? The foreshadowing. Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Rolent. You mean the Tower of Esmeraldas? Isn't that the place supposed to be breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Sherazade is out on other bracer business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. Look at those, you know, serious eyes. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I will take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of these children. Roger that. Understood. The Esmeraldas Tower can be reached by taking the western path at the junction along the Malga Trail. You get onto the Malga Trail through Rolent's northwest gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. First real job. Don't have any time to lose. All right. So, how do I map? There we go. The Malga Trail, northwest. There we are. Okay. Okay, you got me to tell us, isn't it romantic that you two lovers are bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a drama is about to unfold. You know, foreshadowing. The lovers? We're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Josh was adopted and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Whoops, northwest. Oops, I missed it. It's the bar. Oh, there it is, yeah. So trying to get behind the creatures, you get the preemptive strike. Pretty important. Yep, and denying the opponent of turns. Oh, okay, it's actually pretty slow. Okay. Oh.
Piece of cake.
This was what? Flying feline. Okay, so slightly weak to magic. Oh, there was more than one. Cluster. Now later on you get the ability to see enemies in the mini-map, but obviously I don't have that yet. Some flower thing. Didn't get the... Okay. So what we want is to get the CP up. Ah! Ouch. That should be it.
All right.
We rule. Yep. Felines, focusing his powers, about to use some sort of magic attack, I guess. Excellent. Yeah, and one of the things with a preemptive attack is often you didn't, the opponent doesn't get any turns, so it just reduces the amount of healing and stuff you need to do, saves a bit of time. Fire is especially effective. Now, unfortunately, there's no way I can hit it from here, I think. Yeah. That's fire. Ouch. Oh no! Knocked out!
No.
Oh, that's annoying. That is very annoying. Because I don't know if I even have a potion to wake him up. Yeah, he's so weak at the beginning of the game. Reviving balm. I only have one of them. That's a little annoying. Need to be a little bit more careful. Let's do a quick save. We don't want to miss any enemies either, because we want to get experience. Okay. And yeah, unfortunately when you get knocked out you lose all your CP. You need to get rid of these guys. Dead. Unfortunately, it's not unfortunate, I guess, but I will have to take a heal. Ooh, oh dear. Estelle's now in trouble. Ah, no!
I'm sorry.
Ah, it's so irritating. Should have, I think I just lost this battle. That's okay. Should have paid more attention to health after all.
No.
We try. Okay. thinking maybe I should just... Ah, I'm pressing the wrong button. I should aim to attack this guy, because that rushes ahead, because I'll get another turn a little bit faster that way. Ah, he can't do the double strike! I forgot! He just died before. Ah, but he has a second turn. Cool. Okay. Now, Item, you eat the cookie.
We're good to go.
Okay. That should knock out. Yep. That flower cannony thing. Because these kitties aren't actually that strong. There we go.
Where? Not done yet.
Selden Taunt. The taunt though is only useful if you're able to tank, pretty much. Oh, nice. Reviving Balm, thank you. And so, because Estelle went up a level, her health is fully back. But I will need to give Joshua a bit of a heal, I think. There we go. Let's quick save that. Yep, so the Esmeralda Tower. So flying kitties. So there is a spell I remember where basically you get a substantially increase your defense, or you're maybe invulnerable to a number of hits. So the taunt can be really useful because it draws everybody in, or the enemies in. That person is basically invulnerable, or they just basically become a meat shield. You keep having saves potentially. Now, which way is front for this guy? I can never remember. That didn't work, whatever it was. Dual strike, yeah. Because... Nice.
Where? Not done yet.
Preemptive strike. 3 of these guys. see taunt. There we go. Yeah. Poor flying kitties. Ah, missed. Well done.
That's that then. Let's move out.
One of the good things about the the Trails in the Sky is that you don't ever have to really worry about inventory management. You've got infinite inventory. It's not explained, but it's fine. Okay, let's just make sure there's nothing outside here. I don't recall, like, you know, I played this originally really quite a long time ago. Ah, let's go straight into the tower. Pat's voice. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place. Luke, Pat! If you can hear me, answer me now! Those little brats, are they pretending they can't hear me? They might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. Okay, so yeah, let's just do a quick save. Treasure. That's up. Is there treasure? No. Okay. Luke's voice. What are we going to do? Somebody help! Run full speed in the direction of voice. Rush in simultaneously with Joshua. Let's go, Joshua! Right, I've got your back. You monsters, go somewhere else! Pat, no! Shoo, leave us alone! Shoo, on this! Estelle, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too! Get back, you two! These monsters aren't playing around! We'll take care of them. Protect all NPCs. NPCs HP reaches 0, the game is over. Right. Over.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, that was awesome. You really showed them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Oh, that hurt. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Oh, you're hurting me. Stop it. Oh. Got a Victoria on the chat. Hello. Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry, everything was my fault. And Estelle, shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school? This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estelle, behind you! It's something with teeth, isn't it? Ooh. Okay. Dad, you came! You still lack skills and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. That's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad! What are you doing here? Just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Aina. I'll give you points, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching her back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Ha ha ha, of course I was. I'm her father. Alright everyone, let's file on out here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess we should be thankful that dog saved my behind, but why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. I wonder what that means. Haha, that's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. And you know, this is the bit where you start getting a sense that Cassius is a real big deal. It seems like you've had quite a day. That is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Rolent, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. Sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Gained some bracer points. Got some money. Excellent. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we'd better. I've still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? Received a letter to Cassius. I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. One of the guild's foreign branches? As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberl isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zemuria continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. Alright. Anything else? Oh, yes, more jobs. Oh, no current jobs listings. First day. Okay. So I think we're being directed. You can see sort of the lighting changes, end of the day. How much money have we got? Okay, we've got a bit of money. We can potentially get some new stuff, I guess. Actually, what I always want to do is, if possible, open up slots, because this is the main way to improve strength rather than more better equipment. Equipment's important too, but getting more abilities and stuff. Oh, still don't have enough. Yeah, still not enough. Need to fight more monsters to get Sepith. So I guess we will go to the weapon store then. So some shop. Okay. So weapons and the armor. Quite substantial increase in armor strength. It's like literally goes up 25%. Let's do armor. Yeah, let's do armor first actually, because we're just getting killed out there. In later versions of games, you can actually just put on clothes still in the menu, so you don't have to come back out. Yeah. Vest. We should be able to sell those vests just to get some money back. Oh, it's not worth a lot. 100. Oh, speaking of which, one of the things when you buy books and things is that you can read them. The Liberal News. Local ice cream purveyor with the name of Miss Sorbet. Martial arts competition, the Raw Arena, so this will become important later. Burglaries across the Bose region. Kingfisher Inn, beautiful Valeria Lakeshore. Won't you come and fish with us too? So there's a whole fishing mini game in actually all the Trails games I've played so far. All right, so I might head back home to their home. Oh, hey Joshua. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with a staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, why are you even asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is to take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. Oh, he's such a nice guy. You laughing like a ditz. It's far more natural for you. A little bit backhanded. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're going to see my angry expression if you keep that up. Haha, okay. I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach's just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Alright. Yeah, so I don't think there's any monsters in this part of the wilds. I think what I'll do is I'll head back here and maybe save for today. Alright, so that was great fun for today, you know, the beginning of the game. Save. Quick save as well. Well, I think we might just leave it for there today. Look, if you're watching my channel either on Twitch or YouTube, keep watching. I'm going to continue playing Trails in the Sky in the sort of days to weeks ahead. Stream the whole game, and then after this one we'll move on to Trails in the Sky second chapter. But that's enough today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.